Twerk for them, Brianna. I hate this part. Please. Oh my god.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Twerk for them, Brianna. I hate this part. Please. Oh my god.
Wow. So there you have it. Another example of modern women smutting it up, slutting it out, and they're doing it this time for prisoners. Now, what I have told you guys in the past, modern women have the digital footprint of an adult film actress. It's not hard to do your hoe facts, look up a woman on social media and see the way that she's moving, seeing and determining her level of promiscuity by the posts that she put on social media. And this is a perfect example of so. Okay, you have a woman who knowingly lives in a high rise in what appears to be a pretty densely populated city in the United States. And she actually lives by a prison. And instead of, I don't know, maybe trying to educate these brothers and, you know, other people in there on how to change their lives if or when they get a second chance into dominant society, what to do, how to move, how to get a job as an ex-felon, how to, you know, get your credit up, how to work and become an entrepreneur and do something with your life after making a big mistake that landed you in the big house. They instead twerk for these prisoners and seek validation and external attention from violent criminal men who have offended and have, you know, won themselves a prison sentence. I mean, this is the current state of modern women. You cannot tell me any different, okay? This is a pure example of hybristophilia, okay? Look it up. Hybristophilia, it means when a woman is attracted to a criminal, when a woman is attracted to a violent criminal man. See, oftentimes we talk about domestic violence in the United States, but specifically in the black community, because we always hear black women need protection, black women are not protected. But what they're not telling you is why they need protection and who they need protection from. Oftentimes, it is a significant other that they chose who they thought was, you know, or not who they thought, but they knew this guy was a bad guy. They knew this guy was a criminal. They knew this guy was a violent guy. They knew this guy was online taunting his ops. They knew he was beefing with this hood ninja and that hood ninja, but they still get with this man based off of sexual attraction, sexual arousal, and the thug max alpha simp persona. Guys, we've talked about it before. The thug maxed alpha simp persona, okay? A thug max alpha simp is someone who depicts themselves as a street ninja, okay? He might be having the baggy pants, he might have the face tats, he might be yadded all around his body, and he might even be that, but he's presenting himself as a street ninja. But, you know, a lot of black men have taken on this personality, even if they don't come from the streets. But what we're seeing now is black men are taking on the thug max alpha simp personality because it's attractive to black women. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just got, hey, and I mean, you clearly see the whole black in this shit too. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just really change your swag up a little bit, like, especially if you're trying to talk to sisters, bro, I'll tell you right now, if you start pronouncing your words and enunciating and really talking on some educated intellectual shit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got no, like, street, little accent, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not gonna get you nowhere in the dating market, bro. Like, if you are not putting on a thug mass alpha simp, you know what I'm saying, with these hoes, bro, then you just gonna be shit out of luck, bro. You ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. So, you know what I'm saying, like, really and truly and truthfully and really, you feel me, tight shit, you know, like tight shit. But see, guys, this is exactly why when I come on this channel and I talk to you guys about what is a good woman to pick, you cannot deal with women who are attracted to thug max alpha simps. It will only get you deleted, okay? Listen, I mean, take Trouble for an example. Trouble, the rapper, the Atlanta rapper where I'm from, who got shot and killed, dealing with a chick from Rockdale County who was dealing with a thug max alpha simp, okay? And Trouble himself is a thug max alpha simp, but this persona is predominantly attractive to black women in the black community. So beware. We talk about domestic violence in the black community, but they're not explaining that these women know these guys are violent. They know these guys got Fs, okay, which is felonies, fails, okay, was what we call them. You failed, you fail, you fail, you fail. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, that's what they call them. You fail. That means you fail. You a felon. Okay, you failed in the streets and you got locked up. Don't get it fucked up. Getting locked up in the streets is a failure. Period. Okay, just like snitching is a failure, it's not, getting locked up isn't as bad as snitching, but it's still a failure for a street ninja. But these women are willing to twerk and throw ass, not for their peers, not for the men who they might be going to university with, not for the men who may be living in their high rise and are, these guys are high performing guys who can afford a $2,500, $3,000 high rise penthouse or whatnot. I'm not gonna say penthouse because the penthouse is gonna be a lot more, but a high rise on, a top floor, $2,500 to $3,000. I mean, you could get some real nice in Atlanta for $3,000. I don't know where this is, but I'm just saying, as far as ranges go, anybody who's living in that building has enough money and has good enough credit and was able to, get approved for an apartment, when getting approved for an apartment in these days is pretty difficult now with the economy. These men who live in this high rise in their building are good enough. But instead they go to the next building across the street and twerk for prisoners, give their sexuality to prisoners, give their bodies to prisoners, give their love and adoration to prisoners, and not hard-working, law-abiding men. But we always have to hear from the women, oh, it's the men's fault. The men are doing this, the men are doing that. Well, have you ever thought about it's the choices that you're making in men? See, when it comes to this female nature conversation, you better believe it's a lot tougher to find, a good woman who ain't ran through than a good man. Period. It's so much more difficult, but obviously the women are going to say opposite, and I'm open to hearing all of the points. But also, if you're not going to hold yourself accountable, then that's where we're going to have the problem. And here's a reality. When you get into these discussions with women, first, they're going to lie to win the argument. Always understand that women lie to win the argument. So if you ask them, oh, did you know he was a street ninja before he, beat on you and was abusive and was controlling? No, I didn't know that. But and then you'll go on their Twitter, and then 5 years ago she said, man, I love a trap ninja. I love a street ninja. I can't mess with no 9 to 5 because he ain't having no motion. Bruh. And see, you can get around it with other dudes. You can't get around it with me, because I'm actually outside. I'm touching grass. I'm touching pavement. I'm touching sand. I'm touching all of the sedimentary elements out here. Okay, we're touching it. Pause. And I know the mindset. I know the thought process. I understand the selection process. So, I mean, you can't really get around a real ninja who has the book smarts and the street smarts. See, that's what a lot of these women fear. And there are a lot of brothers out there like that. That's why a lot of black women are not getting married in college, because these are brothers who are going to college, who are getting the book smarts, if they don't have it already, And they're already street smart because they had to overcome a tough situation at home. So they can't deal with that because at the end of the day, it's, you know, a lot of it is just they'll say, oh, well, the men are intimidated by the women. No, it's actually the opposite. The women are intimidated by a highly competent man, and they will self-sabotage. They'll be in a relationship with a guy who's highly competent, who's able to do things, and he's doing things the right way. He has book smart and he has street smart, but, you know, he ain't trying to be outside like that, and he ain't trying to go outside and twerk and all this. He's not trying to do all that, but the woman is ready to do that because she's in college. That's why, and it's not just black women, but specifically in this case, we are talking about black women. But I mean, it's the same for all races of women when it comes to college. But I mean, I wanted to show you guys this video because it's pretty apropos to what we talk about with the Thug Max Alpha Scent mentality, the hybristophilia that goes on in the black community. And it ain't stopping no time soon. It ain't stopping no time soon. And look, watch this. Honestly, it looks like the woman who is potentially, let's see, the woman who's holding this phone, she looks like she's white. This woman right here is obviously black. And I think the woman who is holding the camera might be a sister too. But look at all of them hyping this woman up to do it. They're not twerking, but they're hyping their woman up to do it. That's why it's so dangerous for your girl to have hoe friends. Y'all don't understand it. You will now, and you should after I have exposed you to this video. So you already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See your relationship, of course, hit the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tithes. Man, y'all didn't be in my freaking name with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.